Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the New York press conference to kick off the two-city tour for Ring Magazine's inaugural American event, a never-before-seen evening of world-class professional boxing for your entertainment. And it's all on Friday, May 2nd, with 3 outstanding fights in Times Square, Manhattan, New York City, New York, USA. The 3 fights: Teofimo Lopez versus Arnold Barboza, Devin Haney versus Jose Rameriz, and Ryan Garcia takes on Rolly Romero, and it's all brought to you by Ring Magazine, along with SNK Corporation, the publisher of the famous video fighting game Fatal Fury City of Wolves, along with Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions, Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing, Bob Arum's Top Rank Boxing, and it's all broadcast live exclusively on DAZN worldwide. Now at this time I'd like to introduce our press conference panel. Seated we have the COO of Ring Magazine, Rick Reno, the chairman of Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearn, the COO of Top Rank Boxing Incorporated from the Boxing Hall of Fame, Brad Jacobs, and a 7-time 6th division world champion, Olympic gold medalist, the promoter of Arnold Barboza, Jose Rameriz, and Ryan Garcia from the International Boxing Hall of Fame, the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Champ always gets a hand. And also part of our promotional team, he's not with us today, but Tom Brown of TGB Promotions. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the fighters. First, fresh off his split decision victory over Jack Catterall, he still has a perfect professional record. 32 fights, 32 victories. He is the undefeated WBO interim super lightweight world champion. He's going to be facing Teofimo Lopez for the title, Arnold Barboza Jr. And next, this gentleman will face Devin Haney. His professional record stands at 29 victories, 18 big wins by knockout, only 2 defeats. The former super lightweight world champion, the Jaguar, Jose Carlos Ramirez. And next up, a fan favorite, 16 victories, 13 of those 16 wins by knockout. He'll be facing Ryan Garcia. He's the former interim world champion at the lightweight division and former super lightweight champion of the world, Rolando Rolly Romero. And now a hometown boy from Brooklyn, New York, a 2-division world champion, 22 fights, 21 victories, 13 wins by knockout with only 1 defeat. He is the reigning and defending WBO super lightweight world champion, Teofimo, the Takeover Lopez.
Hey, you heard that, Africa? He said Brooklyn, baby. He said New York. Hell yeah. My swag like it. My swag like it.
And next up, also a 2-division world champion with 31 victories, 15 KOs to his credit, from fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, USA, the former undisputed lightweight world champion and the current WBC in recess undefeated super lightweight champion of the world, Devin the Dream Haney. Finally, one of the most well-known names in the sport, from Victorville, California, USA, his professional record, 24 victories, 20 of those 24 wins by knockout, only 1 defeat, 1 no contest, the former WBC lightweight world champion king, Ryan Garcia. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, let me turn this over to our host for the press conference, the editor-in-chief from Ring Magazine, Mr. Douglas Fisher.
I'm going to start off with the two-division lineal Ring Magazine champion, Teofimo Lopez. Lopez, I like what you have on there. What inspires this right here? Is this like the Warriors or something, or what? West Side Story?
I think, hey, well, first off, let's say thank you to God. All praise be to Allah. Truthfully, I think that all these things come together, and that's really why we're all here. So we're here to create big fights, and this is what it's all about. You know, I just want to thank everyone that's partaken in this, the zone, truthfully, the ring as well, me carrying it, and Fatal Fury. Let's get it going. So to that, just balance, man. I'm here to bring and restore balance to this 3D dimension world, and you know, just take over again, like I always do. Times Square takeover.
Teo, Arnold says that you've been avoiding him. He's wanted this fight for a long time, probably since you first stepped up from lightweight to junior welterweight. He's wanted this fight. Why hasn't it happened until now?
Why hasn't it happened till now? I mean, look, I just focus on fights, man. Just focus on big fights. I don't think Barboza is that type, but you know, His Excellency, they asked for the fight. They think that it's a great fight, lucrative fight for this card, and you know, hey, what can I do?
When it was first brought up to you a couple years ago, when both of you guys were top ranked, were you thinking that he hasn't achieved enough, or he doesn't have a big enough name, or what was the reason?
Look, I think like stylistically, he's a strong fighter, strong Mexican fighter. I mean, you know, we've seen those in the past and everything. I just think that I think it's just the way top rank. I mean, Brad Jacobs is here alongside with me. I mean, he could probably give you guys more in detail in that form. I don't think that he had that eye.
All right. Before we talk to Brad Jacobs, let's talk.
He's 32. Hold on, wait, but like he's 32-0. He just got an interim world title. At 15 fights, I got my first world title, and I won it at Madison Square Garden, and then became undisputed at 16 fights. Like, and I'm only 27. Like, how old is you?
It's been a long time coming for Arnold Barboza.
32-0.
Hey, you didn't give a fucking right answer, bro. You still like you beat around the bush when they said how come you didn't accept this fight back then. Like,
to be real,
I think it's time. Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? Shout out to Top Rank, bro, for cutting the umbilical cord off and letting your ass crawl finally.
But I never fucking actually had that.
Hey, bro, you want a wolf and talking like you're big and bad, bro, fighting an injured Loma, an injured jailer, bro, like. I'm the yeah, bro. Come on, yeah, crazy.
Listen, I'm here, right? I'm Ring Magazine, right?
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm taking that. I'm taking that Ring Magazine. Trust me, I'm taking that Ring Magazine.
They might put you as world,
bro.
But I got
my last two fights. You ain't never done shit like that.
Arnold, can you?
To be real, like I ain't gonna be here to discredit none of y'all fighters. Y'all do y'all thing, but I'm the only real ring and WBO world champion in this bitch. I am that.
I are the reigning champ, but we have an undefeated contender here.
Let's believe
Arnold Barboza.
I'm the only world champion sitting here right now. Only one.
You ain't no world champion, bro. You're fucking
damn right. Yeah, you know what? You're right. I'm a universe champion, baby.
I'm exposed.
I'm a universe champion.
I earned my shit. I travel. I earn my shit. Hostile territory, bro. You get your shit given to you in a plate.
I haven't seen it yet.
I earned my shit.
Where they at?
Ain't no one doing
ain't nobody, because everybody know how I come.
I'm fighting 3 of the top 5 guys in the 7-month span. Call me an old school fighter, bro. I'm fighting in a 7-month span, the top 3 guys in the division.
Arnold,
who are you?
Arnold, let me ask you a question.
Hold on, guys, hold on.
Listen, Arnold, let's talk about that.
All
right, you've been fighting. You've been doing nothing but winning. You've been fighting difficult fighters. You're willing to travel to Manchester, England. You wanted this fight years ago. I remember it was after maybe one of his first or second fights at 140 pounds. Yeah. You climbed up on the ring, and I saw Teo tell maybe Carl Moretti, hey, get this guy out of here.
He said, please.
Right, okay. So, is it better now that the fight is happening on May 2nd than had it happened years prior? Have you grown since that point?
Man, I think Teo was fighting me at the worst time he could fight me. You know, I'm coming off of two victories in like a 5-month span. You know, the train's hot right now. The train's going.
That's
the train's going, and I think that he I'm shocked the road again. You know, I shocked it in Saudi, I shocked it in Manchester, and I'm gonna shock it again. Coming to New York in his hometown, right? I don't know his hometown, but Yeah. See, I figured you don't have a hometown.
Shut that shit up over there, yo.
He's a mutt, bro. You don't have a
Ain't
hometown.
nobody from any borough came at me that way. All right, now.
Yeah.
They love me. They respect me. I respect the
don't
fuck out of
respect you,
everybody.
bro.
Arnold, I got
Bet
another
that,
question.
bet that.
Arnold, I got another
Bet
question
that.
for you. People
Ain't
know
nobody
about
racist
him
over here, man.
before they've known
Pick up
about
a banana
you.
for me.
Hey,
Oh,
don't worry about it.
no,
Don't worry about it, bro. I got him. Don't worry about it. May 2nd, show up. Show up, and I'm gonna show out.
I need a sponsorship deal. That matter of fact.
For people who don't know you,
Potassium, baby.
can you tell us a little bit about your background? I know you come out of a gym in South El Monte, the great Ben Lira. He's one of these gurus of boxing. They have people in Southern California, boxing people. They know who he is. They know he's a builder of champions going back to the amateur level. I know the people that you're involved with. I see you at the developmental shows, the club shows. There's nothing but respect between you and the fans and the boxing people of Southern California. But for folks from outside of Southern California, what makes you you? What makes you special? Tell us about that hard cloth that you were cut from.
Yeah, man. You know, I grew up in the city of El Monte. Nothing was given to me, man. Everything's been hard work. You know, from club shows, selling tickets. You know, hustling out there, man. Trying to make my name. Nothing was given to me. Nothing was given to me. Everything was earned. You know what I mean? I'm not, I'm not, doing some, funny push-ups and shit on the internet. You know, I'm trying to grind, man. That's what I'm doing. I'm just a grinder. I'm a worker, man. I work hard. You know, I think that separates me from everybody else. You know, I think I'm at where I'm at right now because of my hard work. You know, shout out to my pops, man, who's been my trainer since I was 5 years old. You know, fighting the smoker fights. You know, because I was, I couldn't fight. I wasn't 8 years old, so I couldn't have a USA license. So I was fighting his undercard, my pop's undercard. You know, so man, that's the type of person I grew up, man. Grew up tough. You know what I'm saying? I grew up raised by a real man. You know, a real man takes care of his family, man. That is not on that goofy shit. You know what I mean? So look, man, May 2nd. You know, I'm a live dog in there, man, and he's gonna find out. He's gonna see, just like everyone else says. Oh, he's not on another level. I'm not on no level. We're gonna see when I'm raising that Ring Magazine belt in this WBO belt.
I can't wait to see it. You guys, well said. Let's move on to the second matchup here.
The fuck, I didn't even finish talking, dog.
You want to
wants to hear you. No wants to hear you.
Real quick, Taya.
You know, trying to promote this. Oh, I see what the.
Come on, bro.
I see what we on, man.
Bro. Everyone knows that's why, bro. Everyone knows. Even Top Rank knows.
No, you know why?
Bro, Top Rank don't even want to be here, bro. They're just here because they have to be here. They don't even want to be here to support you,
$30+ million. They're right. They're gonna be here,
matter, bro. Don't matter
They're
about
right. They're
that
gonna
shit.
be here.
Don't matter about that
Money
shit.
talk, bullshit walk.
Yeah, bro.
And you
but-
full of bullshit.
Hey, bro, but
There was some talk in and around the boxing community that, you know what, this guy was a 2012 Olympian. He was a unified champion. He's a hero in his community. He's got a lot of things going on outside of boxing. He could run for public office in this area. You know, people are saying maybe you hang up the gloves. Can I ask you, were you considering that, and what brings you here to this point right now?
Yeah, first and foremost, I want to thank God, my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for blessing me with all those great blessings in my career. Since I started at the age of 8 years old, becoming an Olympian and a unified world champion, becoming a world champion at 25 years old, a unified world champion at 27 years old. And, I think what it was is probably saying I 140 for too long. You know, once I saw myself, struggling to make weight and, push my body through that, through that pain and grind, I think I was harming myself. I'm a guy with no excuses, man. I'm a guy who never says no, and I think I did that to myself. But hey, that was a mistake that I did on my part, and it's time for me to grow and move up to the next weight class at 147. So, I know what I could do. What I've been doing in sparring against guys who are world champions as we speak, guys who are, talked upon as future world champions, and I know what I've done to them in sparring, so I know what I'm capable. And comes May 2nd, I'm gonna go out there and, make it a fight, man. Show the best version of Jose Rameriz, a bigger bull than what people have seen me fight, in the last couple fights.
You took the next question right out of my mouth. I wondered, had you hit your limit, had you hit the ceiling on making 140 pounds? And I've wondered that for a long time. Even when you were champion, I'd see you between fights, I'd be like, what? No way that guy makes junior welterweight. So you're expecting to feel very strong. I'm expecting Devin Haney to be very strong at welterweight too, because I look at him and wonder, how did he boil down to 135, let alone 140? But if he's healthy and at his best, we're talking about a very difficult, classic 1-2 boxing style. How do you get to him? How do you break that style down?
Yeah, man. You know, I've never been too worried about my opposition in my career, man. I'm focusing on myself. You know, I became the best boxer at lightweight in the Americas. You know, becoming an Olympian. You know, beating guys with different styles. You know, different sizes, different skills, different speeds, and I think people must underestimate my speed and power. You know, but you know, I'm ready to put it together, man. May 2nd, and you know, if you thought I was strong at 140, you know, just watch me at 147.
I'll never underestimate your power or your heart and dedication, and nobody should underestimate your skills.
A very good technical boxer. Devin, same question to you. Was it time? Was it overdue to move from 140 pounds to 147? Are you finished with junior welterweight?
Yeah, it was definitely time. My body just was maturing. 140 was hard for me to make. I was there. I felt good for one fight, but in the second fight, I didn't feel as good. So 147 is time.
All right. I can't wait to see this fight. It's a brilliant stylistic matchup. You got the stick and move boxer, with a beautiful jab against the quintessential pressure fighter who has underrated skill and technique. All right, let's move. I'm not going to call it the main event because this is a true triple header. These are true co-headlining bouts. All three of these matchups could headline major arenas anywhere around the world. So let's move to the main event. Ryan, I'm going to start with you. Everybody talks about the grudge between you and Devin Haney, but feels like there's a grudge between you and Rolly Romero here. And I seem to remember years ago when you guys were prospects at lightweight. You might have been at junior lightweight at the time, as a matter of fact. There was a lot of talk about a sparring session, and there was John going back years ago between you two. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
I think we sparred about 8 years ago. It was a little rough sparring, I guess, but he continued to use that sparring to kind of boost up his career. Credit to his point. But I don't have no bad blood to him. I'm here to do my job and set up that rematch. But I'm not overlooking him at all. I know that he's going to come to fight. It's a big opportunity on the main stage, so I got to be sharp and prepare.
I was interviewed last year. I think it was Ellie Sekback, and he brought up this matchup. And he said, well, who do you like in it? How do you see the fight? And I said to him, whoever lands first has a huge advantage immediately. It's like a lightning bolt left hook and a bomb of a right hand with Rolly Romero. Rolly, let's turn it over to you. That sparring session, it seems like Ryan's saying that you were kind of clout chasing, calling him out back in the day, but I think that's what young fighters do. But you do more than just talk on social media. I know you're a good interview. You move the needle. You got personality, but you're a former junior welterweight champion, and you've done a lot, even though you didn't have that extensive amateur background like everybody else up here has.
I mean, if I was cloud chasing, he would have had cloud. He didn't have cloud at that moment. He didn't have anything. So, but it's just sparring. We're gonna see in the real fight in the ring on May 2nd, and we're gonna make it a big fight. We're gonna make it one of the biggest fights in U.S. history, and that's for sure.
Rolly, I want to stay with you. The other guys, they've moved up in weight. We're talking about Devin and Jose Rameriz, and they had sort of hit their limit, making 140 pounds. I used to look at Ryan, and I used to look at you, and just wonder, how do these guys make 135 pounds? The fact that this fight is taking place at welterweight, does that suit you? Is that better for you?
I mean, I called this years ago, saying that me and him were going to fight at welterweight. And this is when we were both 35-pounders, so, I mean, I long outgrown 140. I definitely outgrew 135 long ago. When I was 35-pounder, I should have been a 40-pounder. When I was 40-pounder, I should have been a 47-pounder. So, I mean, I'm like all muscle.
Does that affect your stamina? Does that affect your punch resistance when you're boiling down to make a natural lightweight?
I mean, it affects everything. I mean, it affects timing, explosive, everything. Anything you got, it really affects you.
Can you talk to us just a little bit about how important this fight is to you? I mean, is this the most important fight of your career, even though there's not a world title on the line for it? You're fighting one of the most popular fighters in the sport right now.
No, we're fighting for a WBA. The WBA
Is it the full world title?
No, it's the regular.
I'm sorry, guys. I just recognized the Ring Magazine title, but you guys are real. You guys are real fighters. You guys are. You guys, it's a very good.
Hey, Turkey, I am your champion, by the way. Ring Magazine, I am your champion.
We don't give a fuck what you
Your
want, bro.
Excellency,
Enough
I
of
am
that
your
shit.
champion.
Bro, we don't give a fuck, bro. I'm tired of hearing this shit. We don't give
Boxing,
a fuck.
baby, you gotta
We
respect
gonna
the
run that too.
origins.
Promise I'm gonna
1600
get to you.
BCE.
Enough of this shit.
You guys are so boring. You guys are talking so
Shut the
polite
fuck
to
up.
each
Yeah,
other.
because that's how we keeping it.
You guys are all talking so
loud, bro.
politely, man.
We're gonna run that.
What the fuck is
Remember
this?
that. We're gonna run that.
Yeah,
I like it.
I hope, but like, bring it in.
100%.
Bring it in. Y'all not even put the
Great, too.
tip in yet. Like, come on, pause, by the way, pause. But you have
God damn, shut up.
All right, getting fired up, Ryan. Okay, I'm gonna
Ain't
end
nobody talking shit right now. That's crazy.
this. I'm gonna end this session with the question to you, and I spoke to you a little bit, at the hotel a few hours ago. And we talked about you going into that first fight with Devin Haney and all the chaos, and you admitted you were not at 100%. There was drinking, there was smoking. You could have been in better shape, and you told me you got that out of the way. You're not drinking and you're not smoking. Do you have a renewed dedication to boxing and a renewed vigor for boxing? Because you're going to be fighting Rolly Romero, but I feel like you got Devin Haney in your sights, and it looks like you've got Teofimo Lopez in your sights.
Well, yeah, I mean, I want to be great. I've always wanted to fight the best fighters in the sport. As far as, my problems outside the ring, I've always had those problems. I mean, I don't know who else struggles with stuff like that, but that's just something I was struggling with. And, I want to just show everybody that you could come back from anything. And I want to show my dedication to sport and just be a true professional. I admit my wrongs, and I don't want anybody to, take my actions of drinking and smoking before the fight and try to, think that's a way to handle yourself as a professional. So I came here to change that, and this is my first fight to get respect back and then prove everybody that it wasn't a fluke, and I'm ready to do it.
You inspire us all, Brian.
Sure. I like it. You can always come back. Redemption can be found in the ring and that path to the ring. So I love that, and I love the professionalism. I actually like the laid back, Brian. You're a cool guy. You can be a cool guy. You can be a cool guy. All right. So before we stand you guys up for the face-offs, I'm just going to get some final remarks.
He's fought tooth and nail for everything he has. We are extremely proud of him, and now he's facing Teofimo Lopez, who is one of the best lightweights in the world in the division. Both are tremendous warriors, and it's a pick'em fight. The Haney Rameriz, look, as for the co-main event, what can be said about Devin Haney that the world isn't even already saying? It's like deja vu a year later here in New York City, except he's coming off a loss against Ryan Garcia. We all know how that fight went. From a fighter's perspective, I think that, it's a pick'em fight. I think that this fight here with Rameriz will be an excellent fight. Styles make fights. I think that Devin Haney is a tremendous fighter. He is a tremendous boxer. I believe that it's all about will, it's all about smarts, it's all about how much you want it. And I think Devin Haney is a fighter who is going to come in and give it his all, but he's going to give it his all against a fighter who is an Olympian, a fighter who is an outstanding fighter in Jose Rameriz. So this is going to be one for the ages. Again, I think it's a pick'em fight because both guys really have something to prove. And for Ryan Garcia and Rollies, I mean, what can I say? I think Ryan Garcia is back. I think boxing needs Ryan Garcia. I think boxing without Ryan Garcia is not the same sport. I think him facing Rollies is going to be exciting. It's going to be one of those fights where you just don't want to miss it because look, Rollies throws bombs. He's a fighter that can come and fight. You don't know where those bombs are coming from, but if they land, they can do some damage. And Ryan Garcia, look, he's coming off, it's going to be about a year now. He's hungry. He's hungry to get on top. He's hungry to be world champion.
Hey, yo!
Man, you gotta pause. It's not good.
My bad. All right. Now he's ready to just get on top of the boxing world. Ready. So this fight card, look again. Thank you, Turkey, for making boxing great again. Boxing is back, and let's keep it this way. I'm glad we're working with Eddie Hearn. I'm glad we're working with Top Rank, but let's keep it this way and make the big fights happen. Thank you.
All right, well said, Golden Boy. All right, Rick, Oscar, Brad, Eddie, thank you for those final remarks. And now we're going to set up for the stare down. So, Brian, Jose, Arnold, you guys move to this side, and Rolly, Devin, Teo, you move to this side, and we'll treat you all to the stare down. Thank you. My name is Doug Fisher, editor-in-chief of Ring Magazine. Thank you for allowing me to host this special event.
No, they did not. No, they did. No, they did. No, they did. No, they did it. No, they didn't. No. Already Googled on box rate. They straight down. Hey, sit down. Damn, Mike. Sit down.
Smack his ass.
Because you ain't gonna be champion. You gotta respect the game.